two things. It gives me ultimate freedom. Nobody really knows me. Nobody can tell me what to do. I talk to myself because I need expert opinion, and I'm the only expert on me. Every person I meet shows me a side of myself that I've never known. Every person I meet brings out or in some way elicits a part of me that I don't know. I think of each of us as a disco ball. Our light shines out into the world. And yes, there are hundreds, thousands of different versions of us that people see from different perspectives. And then everybody else is their own disco ball shining that light. So we see them from different perspectives. You could have a friend that you think is somewhat selfish and a jerk, and somebody else says to you, "Oh my God, they just did this wonderful, beautiful thing for me." And you're like, really? That doesn't sound like them. And that's because like you have one relationship and one side, and they have a different, they pulled something else out of them, interacted in a way that's water on water versus oil and water or whatever, you know?
So when you say, interactions with people bring out a different side of people, do you think that side was always there, or do you think people change based on their experiences and create that side as a result of that interaction?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that everything we are and could possibly be is contained within us, in our spiritual soul imprint. I think that the mental and emotional overlay of the physical, like interface with that physical, is where certain people might pull out some part of us or resonate some part of us that we didn't know there. But I think that the saint and the sinner is in within each of us. The capacity to like be calm and centered, and the capacity to flip our fucking lid is in with all of us.
Mm-hmm.
We learn to navigate that based on our experiences in the world. If we had, lived in a family where everyone screamed and the only way you could get something across was to flip your fucking lid, then you're going to interact more in the world that way until maybe somebody you meet who might be aware of that energy within themselves, but maintains a calm center, might resonate with that person in some way that shows them that they too have a calm center and begin to change them. Like it is literally like pulling out some other aspect that was always there. Like we have the complete potential to be anything. So life circumstances do dictate life interactions, which is why as we grow older, self-care is caring about who we put ourselves around, caring about the energy that we're in and the energy that we're feeling within us. Because if somebody is pulling out a piece of ourselves that we don't like, that we don't, our core doesn't resonate with, it's not like it wasn't there. All of it's there. The analogy that came up is like, if you go on a roller coaster and it makes you throw up every time, stop going on the roller coaster. So you try a different ride. Go to the things that make you feel good, give you a thrill, but also don't make you throw up. Tuning into that. If this person brings shit out of you and makes you angry or brings fear or brings lack, then go somewhere else. Whoever, and in any relationship, whoever is more anchored in their vibration is where the two of you or a group will settle. So if you are spending time with somebody who's anchored in a negative, lack, fear-based vibration, heavily anchored there, it's really hard to like swim and maintain the higher vibration. You get pulled down, as well as if you are in a interaction with somebody who's very grounded and centered and uplifting, that you will easily rise up to that vibration.
And now, how do you change your vibration on your own? How do you know what your core vibration is?
Part of it is, again, awareness, starting to sense into it. Your body will tell you. The basic, like generic, is are you feeling open, expansive, loving, compassionate? Appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you appreciating life? Can you find things to be happy about? And so, like, you'll feel the generalness of the open or the constricted. Are you familiar with Marie Kondo and the concept of sparking joy?
Yeah.
Have color guard, I'm going to assume, sparks joy in you. You
Long
light
time.
up. Yeah. To raise your vibration, do things that bring you joy. That's the super simple, like, explanation. Of course, you have to go through life and do things that don't bring you joy. Not every moment of like life, Buddhists say life is suffering. Like, pain happens, shit happens, life happens, and it's not always what we want. It's not always the best of circumstances. So, to raise your vibration, it's about spending as much time as you can consciously doing things that bring you joy. I sit down and play the piano. Playing. Recreation is super important. It's recreation. It's recreating, going back to this beginning to like build something new, letting go of what was. Play. The idea of moving energy and creating things, having fun along the way, doing things in a playful, joyful manner. Life is both 100% serious and absolutely not, like nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, being serious about your non-seriousness. Learning to settle the body. As you learn to settle the body, you begin to tune into the body, and you begin to figure out what this settled equanimous state is, your sort of baseline.
Mm-hmm.
And then to raise your vibration is to maintain the baseline. And then when you can, do things that bring you joy. Dance, put on music for 5 minutes and shake your booty. Go for a walk in nature. Appreciate shit. Appreciate the shit out of shit. The idea of gratitude and appreciation. If you're focusing on what you're grateful for, if you're focusing on the ways that you are satisfied and fulfilled in life, this made you feel really good just for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You can't look here and there. You can't look at what you're appreciating and say, and I lack that. It's the game. It's the same game as change. It doesn't matter with change. It doesn't matter what you change to begin this energy. You can change the candy bar you eat every day. Like, and then next week, change it up from eating a candy bar to trying something else. Appreciation. You don't have to appreciate the big stuff. Appreciate little things. Just get in the mode of appreciation. It doesn't matter what that is. Appreciation raises your vibration immensely, because it's that opening energy of love, of joy. I'm loving this thing that's right in front of me. I'm loving that the earth exists and that there are skies and that the clouds go. And I love that I breathe. I love my body because it knows what to do. Because if I had to do it, I don't know what would happen. I love butterflies because they're a symbol of change, because they go from this one thing and they transform into something else. I love fire because it's transformation. I really appreciate plants and that they clean the air and they give us all this stuff as in oxygen. And you can sort of feel like I do what is called a rampage of appreciation with a friend. And we'll just 4 or 5 minutes. These are all the things I'm appreciating. And whether I'm listening to his or doing my own, by the end of it, I feel fucking amazing because you just feel good. There's so much good in the world. And you stop for a moment looking at all the things that aren't working and all the things that are bad. And you go, this is, and I kind of like it. This is, and I kind of like it. And this is, and I kind of like it. Like, there's so much out there in the world of things that we could like and things that we don't like. And we get to choose, do I look at the thing I like or do I look at the thing I don't like? We often say, I'm going to focus on the thing I don't like. And I'm going to tell it how it needs to be different so that I can like it. Instead of just going, oh, I like this. This is nice. This is easy. It's nice.
It's not so simple.
All of this stuff is freaking simple, easy. But we are so indoctrinated and domesticated into this other way of being.
I'm going to steal a lot of this stuff from you. Stealing
Go
it.
right ahead. I'm all about wisdom propagation. I just want to get it out there.
Yay.
Thank you so much. It's always wonderful to see you.
Yeah, you too.
You are a treasure. And then like the fabric of humanity and all this trauma that's been webbed and we woven, whatever. And we're trying to, that's not going to go into any clip right there.